Life is an amazing podcast, and it is presented and hosted by myself, Caro, and my sweet dog Sparky. Give it up for him. I hope you're ready. Enjoy. So welcome back. I think this is going to be a very hilarious episode of Go For Your Life because I'm already laughing and we haven't even started. Rach is in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Rach. I'm super excited.
Thanks, babes.
And my fellow Dutchman here, the Iceman, called you out RACH-ous, and
yes.
I think that really describes you very well. I have so much respect for you. I mean, I got to know you through on Base Festival, the fundraiser you were doing for Yoga Stops Traffic, and I was just blown away by how many amazing people were part of this festival, how you just got it. Can we start there? Like, how did you get all of this together? I mean, and I mean, I think I know why, but we could still share that. Like, tell us.
So when first lockdown happened, I threw together, am I allowed to swear on this?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I like to call it, I pulled a festival out of my arse in 4 weeks online, and it was a free online festival for the whole world, and I literally went berserk. So I've got ADHD, not hard to recognize, and I went full throttle maniac mental on the first one. And that's when I first got in touch with Kino McGregor, Andrew Seeley, Simon Borg, loads of people that I'm forgetting, Sadie Nardini, blah, blah, blah. And the first one was super good. We had 10,000 people. Then there was another one because we were still in lockdown. And by this time, I'm still trying to get Rhonda Byrne. I'm trying to get Wim. I'm trying to get Muji, blah, blah, blah. So the second one came, I sort of had a few more of them. But then when this one came and I combined it with Yoga Stops Traffic, which obviously helps rehabilitate and rescue women and children from slavery, they were all in. Yeah. So it was a combination of sheer mental drive, being ever so charming to them all for a year. Yeah. A fucking year. It took me, it's a lot of work. And then combine that with, a very genuinely in need charity that is, it's coming into everyone's awareness now, trafficking. So it was a combination of things.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, Chloe was on the podcast a few weeks ago and talking about Yoga Stops Traffic. So I'm really happy that I have you now as well, because I kind of got to know her through your festival, which was just amazing. It was absolutely incredible, and there was just so much of it. It was just, and I really had the feeling. I think it was the first time where I felt like, ooh. I kind of imagined them on a festival, a proper festival again, because it really felt like,
good.
Oh, I'm going to go to this class. Oh, I'm going to go to that workshop. Oh, and even the talks, I loved all the talks you were doing. You're so good at it. Like, and then I thought, oh, I'll check that interview. And while I'm scrolling, oh, there's also this person. Oh, and there's also this person. So I was just like, it was just an overload of absolute awesomeness. It was incredible. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was really a hell of a lot of work. I don't know how I'm ever going to top that lineup. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, just nonstop. Yeah, it was really, and it's also for me, it's so, it warms my heart to see, how many, because, a lot of these guys are like veterans, like total, like out there, like, senior, well-known teachers in the industry. And they just rock up for free and, do this for this good cause. And that's what I find so incredible, because, just totally like, this is amazing. I mean, that's also because I got to know the festival through Stuart, who is my teacher. And, he just mentioned it in his class, like, I'm doing this thing. And I was like, did he just say like something about like, with human trafficking, and it's a fundraiser. And I just, asked him straight away, like, where is this? What's going on? And I want to check it out. So, no, I'm really grateful for.
He was super passionate.
Yeah, he's the activist. I mean, he's the activist yoga teacher, really.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of was like, you're my teacher, obviously.
Yeah. Well, we're going to dye our hair crazy colors, babes, and go to the most outlandish Scottish swearing yoga teacher who is just excellent. I mean, what a dude! I spoke to him on the phone, and we immediately had a 25-minute conversation. I never met the guy. never even done a class of his. I just thought he was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I would go so far as to say that we're friends now.
Yeah, totally.
And he's coming to my real on base in September. I said to him, like, we don't pay teachers, Stuart. It's a socialist event. Like, people, if people can't afford the full ticket, they have to tell me and we work it out, you know? We figure out for people. I don't know if there's any other festivals that do that, which is weird.
Yeah. No, but it's what
it's weird that they don't. It's weird that they don't.
Exactly.
And also, if someone is differently abled, less abled, and they need a carer, we don't charge for a carer. Whereas all of the festivals charge twice because someone is less well. I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah, no, shouldn't even be allowed.
It really shouldn't be legal. It really shouldn't. So,
that's awesome that you're doing that. Yeah.
It's kind of obvious, babes, to me, but not to the rest of the world. They all need to catch the frig up.
Yeah, they all need to check in with the outrageous and just, take her lead. Come on. Follow up.
I was really not as vivacious in that interview because he's quite a big energy. But it was really interesting that at the beginning of the interview, he already he knew. And I was like, holy shit, you are a guru. You are like an oracle, mate. Because I'm possibly the most outrageous person on earth. If only he saw my Instagram account before he said that, huh?
Hilarious. Totally hilarious. Yeah. And
Bless him.
I feel like the and bass, like even the name is coming, like I feel like, is it your love for drum and bass, but then also your yoga kind of coming together?
Yeah, mate. I used to take shitloads of drugs. I was a big raver. And, I don't judge anyone who still takes drugs. It's just they don't work for me unless they're plant-based, in which case they're not drugs. They're medicine. So yay for me.
Yay for you. For those plans, for those medical plans.
Exactly. I spent so much time coming to Amsterdam and not taking drugs. It's weird because everyone's like, oh, you're in Amsterdam, what are you taking? I'm like, literally nothing. There's a lot of really cool people here. You don't need drugs. But that's where it came from, was my raving, drum and bass, jungle days. And I didn't want those things to end. So and bass. And it literally says what it is. So
that's amazing.
And love it
because you also you kind of also teach, and you really combine, like you're holding yoga raves even, right?
That's right. Even to make it even more weird, they're chakra yoga raves, just to really like blend in the spiritual. It's like a spiritual smoothie of weird, and
lots of color.
Lots of color, lots of visualization, breath, mudras, asana, meditation, visualization. I think I said that, intentions, and a lot of fun, which is the most spiritual thing that you can do, is have fun and laugh. Yeah, and Stuart confirmed that. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, no, totally. I think I always say this. There's two. Like I throw a lot of humor always in my classes, and like it's, you gotta laugh. Like people take it too serious, like they have this even a serious face on, like and it's like
they give themselves yoga wrinkles. Like stop those yoga wrinkles.
Totally,
idiots,
totally, man. rave those wrinkles out. Come on,
that might be my new tagline.
Yeah, you can have it. You see these Dutch people, they're all just giving you taglines.
Oh, mate, I bloody love the Dutch. I say that every time I meet Dutch people, wherever I am, I pick up the Dutch accent straight away, and I'm like, are you Dutch? And they're like, yeah. And then they've just got this mental English person just going straight up and going, oh, I bloody love the Dutch, babes. They've all received it well. They've received it well. I've only met one wanker in Holland, only one, and that's a pretty good ratio.
Amazing. That's pretty. I just want to say that is. I know many more, but I'm Dutch. I'm allowed to say that.
You're allowed to say that. Yeah, I've only met one, and it was confirmed by one of my Dutch brothers, my soul brothers. See? Yeah. So
you have a good radar there as well. Like Dutch, the Dutch wanker radar is on. That is good.
It's on, but it's very rarely triggered, which is wonderful.
That is good. Yeah, that is good.
What style do you teach?
I should actually, borrow your radar sometimes.
It's a radar, it's a gaydar, it's an all the dars.
It's all of those.
Yeah.
I'm a Jiv Mukti teacher. I
Are
teach
you? Wicked, man.
Yeah. And what do you, because you also do, I've seen you also teach yin, right? Do you have
Yeah,
a
man.
few, and you've been teaching for a long time, haven't you?
10 years or so, practicing for 20.
Yeah.
But I'm a martial artist, really. I still don't call myself a yogi. I've done martial arts since I was 6. I'm 40 this year. So that's a long time of punching people in the face, which is a very opposite thing of yoga.
Yeah.
They're both good. And there's a lot of, if you go to martial arts ancient roots, they're very similar to yoga, the long postures, the breathing, the meditation, the focus. All that's different is that one lacks ahimsa.
Yeah.
The other one has honor, truth.
Yeah.
All of these things are, being humble.
Yeah.
So if you look at all of the 8 limbs, a shitload of them are in martial arts too. It's just that
totally.
they're a bit more kicky fighty.
No, I totally agree with you. I come from martial arts and boxing, so I also was, and I really had I accidentally, they just took me to yoga because I was an animal rights activist, and they were like, "Yeah, do this class," and I was like, "I'm not going to do yoga. Yoga sucks," absolutely not my thing at all. But
sucks your chakras.
It's like, no, I don't want to do this at all. And then I loved it. Jivamukti was also, I was like, oh, animal rights. Okay, I got it. It was also.
Well, you're going to love that because it's so full on and hardcore. If you like martial arts, you'll like that.
It was something, but what you were saying also about honor and stuff, or even the fact that when I would come into, my martial arts training or boxing training, we also remember the teachers, you bow down for your teachers first before you do anything. And it's kind of very similar to what we do with yoga as well.
Exactly. The respect is,
absolutely. Yeah, no, that's really,
an understanding
really, really
of nature and the circle of life, not to sound like the Lion King, but, Mufasa is clearly a guru. Let's face it.
Yeah, totally.
So it's, the two are really entwined. I think it's obvious. Both things can be Buddhist too.
Yeah. No, it's true. And do you still combine both? Are you still really practicing? Yeah.
I'm going to Mexico this weekend, babes, to do boxing.
Oh, wow.
Not with
Turkey's excited about it. Come on. Yeah.
He said his name.
You also want to go to Mexico. I know, we all want to go to Mexico. I'd love to go to Mexico.
I want to have some guacamole, baby.
Wow. So are you going there just to box, or what are you going to do in Mexico?
It's the most ridiculous thing. I'm going to hang out with Wim Hof's kids.
Oh, wow.
Laura and Isabel, as well as Andrew Seeley, teach on a retreat with Andrew Seeley and Janelle Gordon. Oh, wow. So I'm teaching my yoga rave on base there. And maybe... That
is amazing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing that, but I'm also there to create a festival in Mexico. So hopefully next February we'll have a festival in Mexico.
Well, I'll be there with bells on. My God, Mexico is the place to be. And
Mexico is the place to be.
And Mexican food is the food to eat. I just love it so much. That is
I've never
incredible.
Been. Yeah.
Wow. And because I feel like I checked your website, you have a lot going on, right? There's lots of other, what
is it almost as if someone with ADHD has created it?
Yeah. Almost. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
Right. Yeah, because they did, and I do a lot. Yeah,
lots and lots.
It's good though. It keeps me off the crack, mate. Keeps me off the crack, keeps me off the streets, keeps me off all the naughty things that I wouldn't love to still be doing them, but I would be drawn to doing them. So yeah.
And do you feel how is it because I don't. My experience with ADHD is very much there's also a lot of downsides to it, right? You're up and you're very, very down. Is that
tired?
How it works?
I get tired. Yeah. Whereas my manic depression is a different thing. I've got all the labels, babes.
Okay.
So what's that called nowadays? Bipolar. Yeah. So that is more like you have mania for a number of days and then you crash big time.
Yeah.
That I haven't had for. I've been stable, I would say, for a good 6 years since I had an Ayurvedic cleanse in India, and they got all the medication out of my system because I was on various